Hi Aries. All right, welcome to March. I'm Flo, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm just lighting up a piece of Palo Santo to do a bit of cleansing for your reading. Right, so my name is Flo on the Moon, and I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of March. And your reading for the month of March, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries, also cross-watchers, welcome. Welcome if you're new. So I'm going to try something a little bit different today. Oh, I wanted to say thanks, by the way. You guys were like my top viewers for the month of February. So, thanks. It must have resonated with quite a few of you. Right, so I'm gonna just how a quick rundown of how I'm gonna do this is I've had some visions, some really intense visions. My third eye these days have just been like, right? So I'm going to be relaying that to you. Then I'm going to be doing reading with the tarot, and we're going to tie everything together. Now, these visions, they may not make sense at the beginning, but just bear with me, go with it, right? Like with anything, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I do suggest like hang on until the end so we can start making these connections and ties and see why these visions were relevant to you. So last night I went to bed knowing that I'd be doing a number of signs, and yours is one of them. And these dreams have been really quite prophetic lately, and that may be down to the really strong Pisces energy happening right now. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so my dream was in two parts, and in all of them, or in both parts, I was me, but I wasn't me. So I definitely was in another person's body, because whenever I saw like a reflection of me, it was not me, it was always someone else. Okay, and so the first part is I was in like a popular supermarket chain, and this is kind of like my base, I suppose. It was weird. It's kind of like my home. Anyway, so that was my base, and there were characters from television programs that I watched that were there. And now this is a bit of a disclaimer because it can get there was a lot of darkness with that as well. It is graphic and darkness. I'm not going to get into the really graphic bits, but at the end of the day, it ended up I was having like facial reconstruction surgery, but it wasn't choice of my own. It ended up being that. So, you know, seeing all that stuff, and then I was put on ice in one of those open freezers that you find in the supermarket. You know, the ones that you can get your meat and that kind of stuff. So I was in one of those. And then the second part, I started off in this large supermarket chain, but I had to get to work. And this was an old job that I had of a previous career, and that was the last day of that job, and I was trying to get to work, but there were so many things in the way that were slowing me down. Transportation wasn't on par. I had to eat before I got into work. And also, like, even seeing a good friend of mine, who's actually an Aries, a good friend of mine on the street, I couldn't even stop to talk to her because I was in such a rush. By the end of it, I ended up on a beach. And you can hear the waves crashing, and it was so peaceful, and it was dusk. I remember the colors were so beautiful and peaceful, and it was just after the sun had set. And then there were just the really big symbols of the Pisces sign different versions of it sort of floating around. Okay? Like I said, it's not going to make sense at the beginning, but bear with me. Now let's do your tarot reading. Okay. So this reading is for Aries. And I've gone through and I've shuffled all these cards already, meditating on your sign. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Let's pick some shuffle cards, please. Four of Cups. That's the first one. Oh, that's a big pile. Too much. Six of Pentacles in its reverse. I'm going to clarify these in a minute, so I'm just going to pull them. We'll see what energies come through. Queen of Wands. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Right. Queen of Wands could be you. Taking control like you do. Fiery. Fire sign. Okay. A few more cards. Come on. Here we are. Alright, so card number one, that's part of your overall energy. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Got the Five of Wands. Ace of Wands. New beginnings. Passionate beginnings. Creative beginnings. Strength reversed. One more card, please. Seven of Wands reversed. Bottom of the deck, which goes with your overall energy, is the Knight of Swords. So, it could be you charging in, trying to charge in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't got too many reversals. It's okay. Okay, so it's looking like you're coming from this place of complacency. You know, it's almost like you know when you're just kind of like somewhere and you're like, oh, this place is so shit. But you're still there. This place is shit. I'm around this crap. I don't really want to be here. But just focusing on the negative parts of what's happening in front of you, but completely disregarding that there's actually something good to come out from that, right? You may have had to come into a position of needing help from people around you, all while trying to maintain this sort of appearance of being in charge and in control. Or you could be in charge and in control, regardless of what's happening here. Sneaky behavior. Not sure who it's coming from yet. Could be you. Maybe you're trying to do something that's not quite so ethical or not quite so what you're meant to do, you know, but you might have good reason to do it. Ten of Pentacles in its reverse. You could have some problems with money, or I mean, it's right below the Six of Pentacles in reverse, so it could very well be that whoever I'm connecting with today could be having to do with financials, and it affects the family. There's some bickering involved, definitely. And whenever family and money is involved, yeah, there's always going to be some bickering. Ace of Wands. But it's like you've got this new idea. You've got this new idea coming up, or you're headed that way. But you're lacking, you could be lacking a bit of confidence. You know, it's whatever happened from where you started to where you're headed, there's something happening in the middle that this Queen of Wands vibe is sort of not quite there. And then we're ending on the Seven of Wands in its reverse. So you might be feeling like you're attacked. you're being attacked, or even being caught unprepared for what you're getting into, right? And you've got the Knight of Swords as your overall energy. That coupled together with the Ten of Pentacles, it's almost like there's some aggressive energy to try to rectify the situation. Okay, let's get some clarity. What's the Four of Cups, please? Four of Cups, please. Let's get some clarity on the Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely to do with your material world and money. So it's almost like you are in the situation that you'd rather not be in. And it's really starting to manifest this sort of attitude towards it. It's really manifesting in your material world. Maybe you're losing money. Yeah, I mean, that's where the let's get the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles reversed, please. What is the Six of Pentacles reversed? Someone may have been acting a bit of a fool. Maybe being a little bit foolhardy with spending. Communication is definitely down. Communication is definitely down, sort of like causing a rift in communication and really feeling quite hurt because of that. Whoever this involves, what's the Queen of Wands? Who is the Queen of Wands? Is it you? It could be another party. It could be another fire sign that you are involved with. So obviously Aries, but Leo and Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see. That's the Nine of Pentacles. Well, she's definitely got it going on for her, you know? Where is this energy coming from? Are you having a little bit of an argument with somebody who has things in control? Who has things in control on the home life? Because I'm seeing some contradicting cards here. So what? Let's just get a bit more clarity. Or maybe you separated from a situation that wasn't serving you anymore, and then now you're this is sort of the persona that you wanted to get to. Ten of Wands, which has a lot to do with taking on a ton of responsibility. So maybe you are this Queen of Wands who, oh, you know what, it also could be, you know, you could have been in a position where you needed a bit of help from someone, and this help could come from the Queen of Wands. Maybe you're helping somebody and you're the Queen of Wands because you've definitely got it. You know, you're living comfortably, or the Queen of Wands is living comfortably. But it's almost like a burden has been put on them. So whoever is doing the asking, whoever was in that situation, feels a little bit burdened by it. Okay, what's the Seven of Swords? Too many cards. King of Wands. Someone's acting shady. Yeah, it could be you dealing with another fire sign, and someone's not really being quite honest about where maybe this money is going or what's happening with that. But there's a little bit of dishonesty happening here, and it seems to be and yeah, look, we've got the seven of Swords coming out again to reinforce that. It's like somebody's acting a little bit shady. It could be another fire sign, or it could be somebody who embodies this, either the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. And the thing is, they're really similar. With the Queen of Wands, she kind of deals more with like the internal, and the King of Wands, he deals with the bigger picture. So I don't know if like person A and B have these sort of personas in your life, but you'll know. You'll know. What's the Ten of Pentacles all about? Queen of Cups. Well, there's definitely some healing happening around that. Maybe even a mediator. The Queen of Cups is a water sign. So we've got Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. It could have even just be the situation where there's some healing around that situation of the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So healing around the family issues, healing around the financials, around the family issues, or even just whatever's happening with the material world there. Anything else? Let's see. One more card. Gosh, I was just thinking there's a lot of people involved, and here we are. We've got another person involved here. We've got the King of Pentacles, so this is Earth energy. Taurus, why am I drawing a blank? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, Earth energy happening. So I don't know if this person is also working in conjunction with what's happening in the family. If it's family, like, you're bound to have so many different personality types in there, right? The thing is, they're all strong personalities. They're all kings and queens. Which I get the feeling that all of this is being dealt with on a mature level, which is good. Very good. Very good. Although you seem to, this was part of your overall energy, you seem to be on a bit of on a war path about all of it. Okay. What's the Five of Wands? Death. It doesn't have to be physical death. It could just be, it's just transformation, right? But like a big transformation. So that's what the Five of Wands, right? So I'm clarifying the Five of Wands. It's like family stuff, family bullshit. Excuse me. I just had to say bullshit because that was like the best word to describe it. Seems like there's a lot of bickering within the family. Maybe there was a death in the family and people are bickering over the financials of that. There could be a will involved. People are bickering over that. Yeah, I mean, if it's a physical death, they've crossed over and sort of left all this crap behind for you guys to deal with it. They've crossed over. That's what I'm seeing here. I think it might be, but not everybody has a death in the family causing that, right? So if we're keeping it on general terms, it's like it's still there was a big transformation in the family. Things are turning better, but you need to go through the bickering, right? Because immediately after that, we got the Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings, right? So maybe all of this, with all this bickering that you're sort of, that's either happening now or you're leaving behind, it's gonna have a new beginning to it. There is a rainbow at the end. Too many cards. Way too many cards. Seven of Pentacles. You've got to be patient. Especially with, you know, this Knight energy here. It's like, just want stuff done now. And I get it. That's what Aries is, right? You just want it done now. It's quick. And also the Ace of Wands, it's like quick and passionate. But this is almost telling you to slow down a bit. Slow it down. And also, you know, when I'm recording this right now, it's still the Mercury retrograde. So that's what the whole point of the retrograde is, isn't it? It's to slow things down. Okay. So, strength. Oh gosh, more characters. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Someone's feeling a little bit of lack, which completely makes sense with the Strength card in reverse. So there's your confidence has been knocked down. And that's sort of what that is as well, right? Not really working to your full potential. Maybe you feel like you're being attacked, which I said also here with the seven of wands. You feel like you're being attacked, or that you're unprepared for this journey ahead. But this is why you need to slow down. You need to slow down, right? There you are again. You ended on that, which is great, because I mentioned this at the beginning, how her energy was around in the beginning, and then she seems to like disappeared amongst all this bickering and crap that was happening in the middle, and here she is again. She's come back. But you need to go through all of this. You need to go through this to regain your footing and to feel like you are in control again, right? So how does this tie into my visions, right? Definitely in my visions, it was themes of things not being what they seem, right? And that's what the Pisces energy is. So like, you can be really clouded down, and you really can forget about who you are and why you're doing this and the appearances that you're having. And with all these people involved in this, it's like you need to center yourself and figure out what it is and who it is you're doing this for, why you're doing this. You know, I had that dream of there was a part in the dream where I was having plastic surgery, like, but it wasn't me. And you need to really examine why you're doing these things. And all the actors also in the dream was kind of like a setting for pretend, you know, are appearances what you're worried about? You know, who are you doing these things for? You really need to slow down. When I was zooming past my friend trying to get to work for a job that I didn't care about anymore, really examine. And that's what the Pisces energy is about. The Pisces energy is about taking that deep dive into the psyche. And it's going to be uncomfortable. Maybe you'll experience a death of sorts and have that bit of transformation, you know, but you've got to slow down. And everybody hates the retrograde. They hate the retrograde because it slows them down from doing stuff, getting to work, getting information across, you know, things like that. When you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if you're going to be 10 minutes late to work or not, right? Right. So in closing, you need to figure out, you need to go through these pains of transformation and new beginnings and sort of like severing ties. Truth is going to come out somehow. If you are doing something a bit dodgy, understand that why you're doing it. You know, these steps, are they ethical? Are they worth it? If you are doing these things that aren't quite so honest, is it worth it? But yeah, definitely slow down, because I see a lot of different people involved in this. It's almost like you need to center yourself and figure out who you are and why you're doing it. And again, it goes along with the dream of put yourself on ice. I was asleep. I went to one of those freezers to sleep. Yeah, put yourself on ice. Slow things down and really examine how you can get back to yourself. And that's okay. You need to do that. Oh, one more card. This is getting long, but I'm gonna end it soon. I have to just do one more card for your advice for the month. Ooh. 2 came out. The importance of writing. When you're feeling a little bit lost, jot a few things down, and it helps to really connect you with your thoughts and with your heart when you have things down on paper. You don't have to publish it. Journaling is really good just to kind of wrap up your day and get your thoughts straight. But also commit. You need to commit. Whatever it is, commit to yourself into building a better life. You need to commit to whatever this Ace of Wands is, it could be that new beginning. Maybe you have a new business idea that you want to put into fruition, but you need to commit to it. Okay, good. So that was everything. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in April. Much love. Bye.